Hello, my name is Jose Salas, and the nonprofit organization that I chose is the Ronald McDonald's House Charity. Now, before we talk about the nonprofit organization, let me give you a scenario. Imagine you find the perfect one, the love of your life. Both, like what I said, you both love each other, and you're ready to start a family. You conceive a child, and everything's going smoothly. You have a stable job, everything's fine and dandy, but out of nowhere, your child gets a illness. You take the child to the hospital, and the, 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 the nurses and doctors are telling you that the child needs to stay in the hospital until they can find a way to make her either cure her or stable. Of course, as a parent, your job is to be there for your child. On dire situations, you're supposed to be there to comfort your child. You're supposed to be there to say, "Hey, kid, everything's gonna be okay. Mommy or daddy's here. Don't worry about it." But of course, you can't do that due to the fact that the hospital and your house are in separate ways. The hospital might be really far away, and you can't be there for your child. That's when the Ronald McDonald House steps in. The Ronald McDonald House whole purpose, main goal is to keep families together. That's all. They're not here to um, to clean the world. They're not here to plant trees and global warming. No, their job is to keep families together. That's all. Now, how do they do that? Well, in three ways: shelter, food, and water. First, with the shelter, the Ronald McDonald House has shelters built inside the hospitals. So, whenever a family needs to be near their child, the Ronald McDonald steps in and gives the family uh, a little bedroom where they can be nearby their child. Not only is it a bedroom for them to stay, they also give them free meals, there's Wi Fi, and they clean their clothes. Not only that, they help them with whatever needs the child and the father need. Uh, yeah, what needs. They need milk. Well, the nurses in the area will give them milk. Now that's it. That's a shelter. The other ways they also help is, like I said, food. Now, the way they help people with food is by a little program they call Meals from the Heart. Now, Meals from the Heart. Meals from the Heart, like I said, is a little program that they have where inside the Ronald McDonald's house, there's a little kitchen, and that kitchen is where volunteers come in and just you know, cook, just basically cook. They do freshly cooked meals for families in need. Um, they can come to the kitchen in the Ronald McDonald house, or they can cook at their home and deliver the food. That's all. The Meals from Heart is just a little program that they have where volunteers come in and, like I said, cook meals for families there in the hospital. That's food. And as for, well, yeah, so that's one thing that the charity does. Of course, the nonprofit organization does. There's another thing. Not only do they help with food and shelter, they also help with basic health care. Yeah, imagine that, basic health care. They actually do that. Um, the way they do it is by using another program called the Ronald McDonald Mobile. Now, when you hear the word mobile, you expect phones. Now, what I mean is they rent a little truck and they go around underserved community unserved communities. What that means is communities that can or can or can afford basic health care. For example, you know, well, not for now, not for example, they can't afford basic health care. This is what this is where the Ronald McDonald Mobile comes in. They go to communities, like I said, and they give you vaccinations. They They check your teeth, and well, that's all. And everything's free, by the way. You just, it's free for the public to come in and just help children get their vaccinations and get their teeth well clean. Now, there's multiple ways you can help this organization. There's three ways actually. The first one, like I said earlier, you can volunteer. Um, Volunteering, the only thing you can do for volunteering is cook meals, from the program Meals from Heart. You can do that. You can cook meals for families who are desperate, need help, or you can also that's one way, right? That's one way to help. The second way to help is by shopping. What do you mean by shopping? Well, when I mean shopping, I mean using a little program they have, a little website they have called Amazon Smile. Of course, it's kind of correlated to Amazon, but 75% of the funds from that website goes to the Ronald McDonald Charity. And there's a final option: donate your card. When you hear the word, when you hear this, you're like, why would donate the card? Well, by donating your card, the Ronald McDonald will sell that card and use those funds to help families with their bills for ill children. Yeah. The main reason why I chose this program is because it helps communities mostly. They're not, like I said, they're not here to change the world. They're here to keep families together, and I know this by personal experience. Uh, my family and I have been in the past been using the Ronald McDonald House little charities on basic healthcare. Every times where money be tight and we can't afford vaccinations, and this is where the charity actually comes in and helps. It really does help, by the way. They go to they go to community schools and they give parents letters and locations where to get the vaccinations, and we get the vaccination. Not only that, they don't only help children; they also help families, adults. So yeah, and not only that, uh, they're not only on United States, they're international. They help around the world to keep families together. So I highly recommend people to help out in the Ronald McDonald House charity. Thank you and goodbye.